You're muted.
I'm muted. I'm sorry. What a way to start the day. Good morning, everyone. Grand rising. Great day to you all. You're tuned in to the Peak Wellness Hour, brought to you by Peak Homecare Associates. Today, we're a little off. I'm a little off today, but we're going to talk about a time for transformation, and we're going to get into that conversation in just a second. We've got Queen Edith back with us, and so excited to have her back with the family. So stick with us for just a second. Grab a pen, grab a paper. Queen Edith's gonna say hey in just a second. I think she might jump off of here. If not, that's fine. We want to hear her voice before she does. So grab a pen and paper, hit subscribe, like, share, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back. We're back. We're happy to be here with you as always. Got my queen mother in the house, aka Rhonda Thomas. It is a good, wondrous morning. So glad to have you here. And of course, she wishes Queenie as well. It is good to see Queen.
Yes, good to
Isn't it?
see you, Queen Mother. My voice, but good to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, take it away, Queen. I know. So Queen Edith had some stuff going on last week, and so like I said, I don't know if she's gonna stay with us. Busy week, but she's here, and I'm so grateful for it. So Queen, I'll let you take it away, and we'll go from there.
Good day, friends and family from all across the nations and the continent of this earth. Yes, we touch Africa, we touch Asia, we touch what? The Americas, we touch India, we touch all the continents. And it's an honor and a pleasure to come your way once again. This, in case you forgot, is Peak Wellness Hour. Just a little reminder is that this space is safe to talk about the things that affect our total well-being. Okay, so take a minute, invite your friends, invite your family, invite all your loved ones. Queen G is going to talk about July, a month of reinvigoration, a month of wellness, a month of the opportunity for it's spring, right? Or summer, right? A
Mhm.
month for us to start afresh. The sun is up, everything is blooming. A month that you can bloom. Listen, and what do we do to do all these things? To bloom, to flourish, to be reinvigorated, to live a life that is fully ours without fear or favor. I don't want to get into it. I know she's going to have an amazing time. I'm not allowed to strain my voice. So I'm going to step away, wish you all the best. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your support. Share this video and expect an amazing time of conversation. Queen, I love you and I truly
I love
appreciate you.
you.
I see you all. I'll see you all next week, God willing. Bye for now.
Yes, thank you, Queen Edith. Thank you, Professor, Queen, Pastor, everything, CEO. Love it. Thank you, Queen. Enjoy your day, and we're going to get together. And yes,
Very
oh,
soon.
yes, you have my word. You all heard that. She has my word. So, yes. All right, Queen, take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you.
Yes,
Love
ma'am.
those nails.
Love you too. Too. Thank
All righty. So, you all, I woke up a little late. Woke up a little late, so bear with me. We're going to have this conversation. I'm not liking this lighting either. We're going to have this conversation about a time for transformation. And as I'm looking at this now, I feel like we did something along these lines not too long ago or prior to. But we're going to talk about it again because it is a good time for it. So I am going to read off, and if you see me looking down, I'm all over on these devices, making sure I can see what's going on. So you do have my attention. I might click the camera off because if I'm reading, I make these little faces and I'm still trying to be mindful of that. So I've got an article I'm going to read with you all. It is coming from meaningfulspirit.com. Okay, that link is in the description. If you all want to check that out and read that on your own, but we're going to read through it. I was looking for a topic to talk about and couldn't find one. So I got to looking about July, just seeing what's going on. And I know we just had, Independence Day, it's summertime. We've got family gatherings and reunions. I know some children are going back to school here soon. So this is what we came up with is the spiritual meaning of July. So let's dive into it. I'm going to do a little bit of, let's see, hang on. If I can show you all this picture. Let's see. I think my king just went out walking. Okay. So this is what we're going to be looking at. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's kind of an image of spiritual, and just kind of some of the insight that we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to read this off. And it's talking about the 12 spiritual meanings of July. And as I'm reading through this, we're going to do some chit-chatting in the conversation about it. Make sure you all drop your questions, comments, thoughts in the comment section. Again, please like and share. Okay, so for July, it says, no, I don't want to read that. We'll just dive right into it. So the 12 meanings, 12 symbolic spiritual meanings of July. Okay. July is the 7th month of the year, of course, which is associated with completion and renewal. The number 7 often represents spiritual awakenings, introspective, and divine wisdom across various cultures and religions. Okay. Nature also adds to July's symbol time when plants reach their full bloom. So you all just heard Queen Edith talk about that. Symbolizing abundance and the fruits of hard work. Like I said, we've all been busy. I don't know about you all. I'm very grateful, but I've been working hard. This past week, this month has been, so, and it's okay. Because like my Queen Mother said, it's time to start reaping some harvest, right? So let's do that. The warmth of July invokes feelings of vitality, energy, and connection with the sun, making it a powerful month to revitalize your body and soul. What do you say about that? So let's do that. Let's read through this. Again, please like and share. You all know I don't really favor to talk to myself by myself, but we're going to get through this. So the 12 spiritual meanings. Number 1, renewal and transformation in the middle of the year. So I'm going to turn my camera off for just a second so I can look through this. So I'm not looking crazy, y'all. Make sure you put your comments in the section. All right, in the comment section. So renewal and transformation in the middle of the year. As you all know, this year is pretty much gone. We've been blowing through some months. We've been blowing through some years, definitely through some days. So make sure you all are, mindful of the time you spend and how you spend it, because life is just passing by so fast. So July serves as a significant turning point, marking the halfway mark of the year. We already talked about that. This month, moment of reflection allows you to take stock of the habits and patterns that no longer serve your growth. I really want to share this on my screen because I really want you all to see this and be able to read some of this for yourself. And I'm sorry, this is how it looks. It's just how it looks. Obvious ads and whatnot. Again, this is on meaningfulspirit.com. You can find this on in the comment, or not the comment section, but in the description. If you all don't know how to do that, not to insult anyone's intelligence, but if you are looking on YouTube, if you scroll down where it says more under the description, it'll give you all those links, all of our links, Queen Edith and I, the links that we put up. That's how you find that. So check that out. If you're on Facebook, I don't know if it's there. It may be, but you can definitely find it out on YouTube on our Peak Wellness Hour page. So ensure you all are subscribed to the Peak Wellness Hour on YouTube as well. So, okay, let's get back into this. And I'm going to read that again. This moment of reflection allows you to take stock of habits and patterns that no longer serve your growth. Have you all ever been in a situation where you have these beautiful flowers, you see these beautiful flowers, and then you see the weeds, and you see the weeds choking up these flowers. And a lot of times you see weeds that look very beautiful. You know, you see plant life and you don't even know that they're weeds. Doesn't make them bad, just might not be productive for what else is around. Does that make sense? So keep that in mind when we're plucking our gardens, when we're pruning our gardens, when we're taking account of our harvest. The energy of July. I don't like being off camera. I don't know. Give me a second. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you guys. Okay, maybe a little bit. The energy of July encourages shredding these outdated ways of being. It symbolizes the process of releasing negativity and stepping into a transformed, improved version of yourself. This period can feel like an emotional detox, clearing the way for new opportunities. So I'm going to say it again. It symbolizes the process of releasing negativity and stepping into a transformed, improved version of yourself. I am reading that because a lot of us are looking for transformation, but we don't want to step away from the very thing that has us trapped and has us bound. We want to be greater and not do that at our greatest level. We want to be the best, but not do our best. Okay. So with transformation comes a commitment to self, to grow and to evolve. And it's only for you. You know, our growth and our ability to level up and be empowered certainly does benefit others. And that's how this should be. We are all in this thing called life together, you know, but it starts with you. It starts with self. And we have to make a decision when it's time to transform. You know, if you saw the image, a butterfly cannot, or caterpillar cannot turn into a butterfly without transformation, without the process. You have to go through the process. Okay. Let's see. Let's keep reading. It's also a month for new beginnings, where you can realign your goals and intentions by focusing on renewal and transformation. July inspires self-improvement and spiritual ascension. This is a time to embrace change wholeheartedly and trust in your ability to grow. How many have an issue with trust? And more so with trust of self. A lot of us don't trust ourselves to do the right thing, to say the right thing, to be patient, to be loved, to be loving. Okay. So all because it is in the middle of the year, we are still here for new beginnings. So keep that in mind. It's not just about January, or the first of the year. It's a time for new beginnings, because again, 7 is the number of completion. So what are you completing? We have a handful more days of July. What are you completing in the next few days that is going to set you up for success for the rest of the year? That's something to think about. Anybody want to put that in the comment section? Grand Rising King, you should come on up here. I've missed you, King Sean. I've missed you. I've missed you. I've missed you. Okay. I tell you what. Let me know if you want to jump up here. Sean has been working very hard. If you are in the Atlanta area, he's working really hard down there, and he's on call sometimes. So we haven't got together a lot. I haven't gotten together a lot with anybody this week. It's been it's been an interesting one, not crazy. So yeah, King, if you want to jump up, let me know, and I'll send you the link. Okay, he's on the road now. Okay, no worries. Glad you're here though. So glad you're here. Okay, so ultimately July is a bridge between who you are and who you are becoming. It reminds you that transformation often begins with small intentional steps towards becoming your best self. Okay, so breaking that down really quickly. Bridging the gap between who you are and who you are becoming. How many of us have heard people say, well, that's just how he is. She's always been that way. I'll never change. This is who I am. This is a season to bridge that gap. And if somebody's saying something to you and your response is, that's just how I am. That's just how I do things. If those are your responses to when someone sees those things, ask yourself if you are responding that way out of truth or out of being defensive. Okay, because if somebody's pointing something out to you that's less than favorable, and your response is, that's just how it is, that's just how I am, that should be a self-check right there. So ask yourself today, who do you want to become for tomorrow? This week I've been grumpy. This week I've been irritated. This week I've been negative. This month I've been lazy. This year I've been unproductive, whatever that is. And all those things, you can say, tomorrow, I'm not going to be lazy. Tomorrow, I'm going to be motivated. Tomorrow, what are you going to do? Think about that. Let me see if there's any comments. Oh, thank you, King. Queen Edith. Yes. I'm just running through these messages really quickly. Professor Edith. So she had surgery last week and just taking care of some stuff today. So she jumped on for a second. And she'll be back next week. And hopefully, King, you will be with us. So yeah, plenty of people have said that. So what are we doing here? What are we doing with our lives and how we're taking charge of our lives? So that's what that is. So number 2 on the spiritual spectrum for July is growth and abundance through nature's harvest. So July is a month symbolizing growth on all levels, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Just as crops ripen and gardens flourish during this time, it reminds us that nurturing patience leads to fruitful outcomes. Nurturing patience, not like my patience that I see as a nurse, your patience, your tolerance, okay? Nurturing your patience leads to fruitful outcomes. This is a period where the rewards of consistent effort begin to reveal themselves. So again, I was having a conversation with my Queen Mother the other day, and we have private conversations, and just sometimes I like to just vent and release or whatnot. And she told me, she said, you know what, the blessings are coming, the blessings are here. Just stop and just be grateful for them. and watch them reveal themselves. And sometimes our blessings are not looking the way we think they're going to look, right? But we discount a lot of blessings because of that. We do discount a lot of wins because of that. Okay. So just remember that, nurturing patience. Spiritually, July represents abundance, not just in material terms, but in personal growth as well. It's a time to acknowledge that the seeds of intention planted earlier in the year are now taking roots. This growth mirrors the importance of steady care of your goals and dreams. So are you consistent? Being consistent? Do we have intentions for growth? Or are we just going with the flow? Think about that. The abundance seen in nature serves as a reminder to align to your energy with, the abundance seen in nature serves as a reminder to align your energy with gratitude and celebration. Recognizing the progress you've made helps maintain a positive mindset. And that is so true, because a lot of times we get so discouraged when we're trying to make progress and we feel like we're in it, and then something happens and it doesn't show that. Okay. July teaches that requires resilience and patience and faith in the process. Okay. As gardens and fields thrive under the summer sun, July encourages you to bask in the fulfillment of your hard work. The month reminds you to embrace this period of flourishing and continue cultivating your personal and spiritual development. So make sure you're out there watering those spiritual flowers of yours, okay? Let me make sure there's no comments. Hang on. Yes. Okay. I don't like how the screen is looking, y'all. It's very frustrating. But we're going to go through it anyways. It's very frustrating. Okay, so inner strength and resilience under summer heat. Did we just read that? Okay, no. July's heat, this is number 3. First, meaningful connections in July. July's heat can bring challenges, both literal and metaphorically, but it also highlights the resilience within you. Challenges during the month symbolize opportunities to push through adversity with determination and strength. Now, I know for a lot of people, summer is that's what's popping. Everybody's excited about summer. The heat's here. I know here in Indiana, things have been buck wild. We've got the Indiana Black Expo going on right now. A lot of stuff going on. And it tends to allow people to kind of get a little comfortable, a little lax sometimes when summer hits, when that heat hits. So making sure you stay spiritually grounded, psychologically grounded, emotionally grounded is so very important. Spiritually, the heat embodies the pressure we experience in life and the resilience needed to thrive in difficult times. It's a reminder that true growth often comes from perseverance and the ability to endure challenges. This is a powerful time to recognize your capacity to overcome obstacles. You all give me just a second. I might have to move. Hang on. My son is moving around, so I don't want the background noise. Hang on just a second. Okay. I'm sorry, I lost my place. Okay. Where are we at? I told you I just woke up, y'all. I'm not with it today. The sun as it speaks, the sun at its peak during July serves as a symbol of strength and vitality, just like the sun shines brightly despite harsh conditions. Excuse me. I've not had my coffee today. I need to slow down. You are reminded to stand firm and let your light shine in the face of adversity. This energy can help you tap into your inner courage. So another thing that's going on. So again, with the summer heat, we like to get bold. We like to get adventurous. This is a good time to kind of cut out some people in our lives that can't make it through the winter seasons. They're fun and they're jolly and they're upbeat in that heat, when the heat in the summer seasons, but in the winter season, and I mean this metaphorically now, it's time to start thinking about things that people that we need to prune away out of life. Okay. We don't want to keep dragging people into the seasons of our lives, and then you have to nourish them. You all remember the story with the ant and the hello, Queen Kathy B. The ant and the grasshopper. You know, that's what's happening right now. A lot of times is that we are in the gap for people that don't want to stand on their own, you know, and just kind of, they don't want the empowerment. I won't say stay on their own, but they don't want the empowerment. So just be mindful with that. Let me see. July, I encourage you to embrace your inner strength and use it as a tool for personal and spiritual growth. Yep, I think I read that. Even under pressure, resilience can lead to breakthroughs and deeper self-awareness. Okay. So what are you wanting? How do you want the rest of this year to pan out? What do you want that to look like? Okay. Celebration of freedom and breaking limitations. This is a good one. This is number 4. July is widely associated with independence celebrations around the world, making it a powerful symbol of freedom. Spiritually, this sense of freedom extends beyond nations to breaking free from limitations in your own life. Okay. We talked about that. And Queens was here that day. We were talking about 4th of July, Independence Day, and we talked about freedoms and what freedom looks like to you. And if you know anything about freedom, you know freedom's not free. Nothing's free, right? So how are you going to free yourself from whatever's going on in your life, whatever circumstances, whatever people? How are you going to do that? It's a time to elevate the mental, emotional, and spiritual barriers. Hang on just a second. My son is on the scene. Yeah. I've got my son and his girlfriend here. I tell you what, you guys, I am going to move upstairs. So give me just a second. I do want to hear from you all what you think while I'm doing this. Let me move upstairs. I started to. But it's all good. So as I'm moving, I can continue to talk. And I want your all's opinion about this. Where do you see yourself as far as transformation? And how important is it to you? What does it look like to be able to transform and be a better person? A lot of people have not done this in so long, have not elevated in so long, they wouldn't know where to start. They wouldn't know what to look for. So what does that look like to you? Hang on just a second. Moving around. I've got the studio upstairs, I guess you can call it, and I don't know why I don't use it. I like sitting downstairs because I like the lighting, first of all. And if you all notice, when you see my background, my little picture hanging on the wall is my grandmother's picture. So she is not here in body with. Okay, are we back? We are back. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. So, anyhow, I don't like how this looks. I'm having a time today, y'all. Oh, Anyhow, let's get through this so I can go back to bed. Okay, so anyhow, so yeah, we were talking about spirituality. We were talking about, or excuse me, freedom and whatnot, a couple weeks ago. So, what does that freedom look like to you? It inspires you to break free from these constraints and embrace life. Embrace a life of authenticity and purpose. This period is about calming your personal or claiming your personal power. I think this is something that a lot of us have a difficult time doing. And you all let me know what you think in the comment section. I think a lot of people have a hard time owning up to their greatness. I think if a lot more people were comfortable in their skin and true to themselves, we'd be better. We'd be a whole lot better off, all of us. I think it's very uncomfortable for people to speak their truths and their freedoms as they see it. And I think it's a time to start doing that. I don't like how I'm glitching in here. So there is that. Just want to put that out there. July reminds you to let go of fear or doubt that restricts your growth. It's an opportunity to explore your inner strength and choose liberation over stagnation. Free, you step into a life aligned with your true self. We are procrastinators, a lot of us. And if you think about the things that if you just put effort towards, if you were just consistent and motivated on your own, self-motivated, that's a lot of our problems. We want to be motivated by others. We want validation from others. And it just doesn't work like that all the time. If you can't encourage yourself and lift yourself up, you cannot expect someone else to. And I think that's what a lot of us are counting on. And when we don't get that, we are very disappointed. We can become unpleasant, unapproachable, unlikable. Okay. The celebration of freedom in July is also a spiritual reminder that life is full of endless potential. When you no longer, when you're life is full of endless potential when you're no longer weighed down. This is a chance to embrace the boundless possibilities that come with self-liberation. That's why I turned my camera off, but I wanted to share this with you all. So I was thinking about this, about tomorrow. And we have so many tomorrows before there are no more. And I think Les Brown said it best. Yeah, I'm glitching. I'm not going to stay on camera. But Les Brown said it best. When it's your time to go, what do you leave behind? Do you leave behind a lot of regrets, a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas? What do you leave behind? A lot of gifts, a lot of talents. So it's time for us to own up to our greatest potential. I'm sorry, you all. This is lagging. I don't like how it's looking when my mouth is not matching the words. So that's what it is. So think about that. Reflection on, if you all do not have a journal, get you a journal and use it. Now, a lot of us have organization is going to be key here. When you're all those things is going to be crucial. There's so much going on. It's time to really get serious about where we're going in life and where and whatnot, economics and whatnot. There's a lot of scare tactics going on. Fearful of that. I think the key is going to be, again, consistency, resilience. Someone else's story does not have to be your story. If your neighbor's broke, everybody is not broke. Everybody, we're all going through resources you have. Life is a struggle, it's a challenge, but everyone is not going through like they are trying to get out of us to believe. Okay. So it's time to reflect on progress midway through the year. Okay. What you got going on and what the rest of this year's nonsense that's going on in mainstream media and in the propaganda. Okay. Want you all to stay encouraged. So, as the midpoint of the year, July naturally encourages reflection and reassessment. Spiritually, it's a time to revisit the goals and intentions set at the beginning of the year and evaluate your progress. Now, we talked about this on the Peak Wellness Hour as far as um, New Year's resolutions and all that stuff, and how we have a tendency to procrastinate. We wait for this aha moment to celebrate or to do whatever we're going to do. That sets New Year's resolutions. This is for you right here. So to revisit goals and intentions from the beginning of the year and evaluate the progress. A lot of us will see that we'll think to ourselves, you know what, in January I did say I was going to do this. I did say I was going to do it, but I haven't done it. And what do? Midway through, we'll say, well, we'll just wait till this year's almost over now. We'll just wait till January. That's how bad a lot of people procrastinate. Your well-being is not serious enough to you. Your win is not important enough to you. A lot of us. Okay? And we've got to get out of that. I don't know, King Sean, I don't know what happened. My fault though. We got to get out of that. So keep that in mind. So let's read this. While also acknowledging areas for improvement. It's about finding pride in your achievements and the humility. It's so powerful. I said I didn't like how the screen looked, but you all have to see this for yourself because I think that was very profound. Hang on. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you have not. I'm gonna put this back up here. Okay. Description for you all if you all want to check that out. Okay. It allows you to acknowledge areas for in your achievements and humility to course correct where needed. There is nothing who we are. I mean, there has to be some humility to that, but we got to stop dumbing down our gifts and talents and minimizing those. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Reflection in July is not just about your external goals, but also about internal growth. It's a time to examine your mindset. Are you staying true to your higher self? A lot of times we are excuses. I use the word reason because everything is an excuse. But what is your why? And I know we talking about sometimes it just is what it is. But when it comes to setting goals and directing and redirecting your life, there is a cause to know the why and the how and the when and all those good things. Okay. By using July as a month to reflect, you can realign with your purpose. This pause recalibrate and move. I can read. Connection to fire, energy, and passion living. passionate living. Do we have any Leos in the house? I know my sister's a Cancer. Any Cancers in the house? Shout out to you if you are. Life, spirituality. Reignite the flames of your inner purpose. Okay. When's the last time you all been fired up about something you're striving to achieve? When's the last time you've been fired up and really excited about you and what you have going on? It's a really good time for that right now. Okay. Okay. It's about you. It's about you. Fire energy with confidence and courage in all areas of life. Hey, I'm great at this, but I can't do it. Talented, but I'm going to just step back. It is so I get myself in trouble, you all. And I want to get on camera telling y'all this. Because I tell you all that I am one that tends to hold on, I'm reading these notes. I am one that tends to get myself in trouble by being genuine and authentic and serving. I am one that gets in trouble because with this computer. I'm one that gets in trouble because I will say, can I do anything else for you? Can I help you? Let me know if you need anything. Call me, and I put myself out there. And when it happens, I don't know that. There you go. Shout out to the Cancers. Shout out to my sister is a Cancer. Happy belated birthday, of course. July 7th. You all check my sister. I'm going to put her link in the check out page for her real estate, whether you're in Indiana or not. So, yes. This week I was running my mouth. I'm trying to remember what I said. But yeah, I have a tendency to call me like I'm just a superhero. You think I'd have a darn because I'm always offering that. And then it becomes overwhelming. Okay. And then we get angry. I get upset. I get frustrated because I'm overwhelmed, because I feel like I'm overdoing it, because it's too much. But it's what I put on my plate. It's kind of like going to a buffet. You ever had your mother or your father tell you, if you put it on the plate, you're going to eat it. Our mindsets, in the way we think, just everything on our plates, and we don't care if we eat it. That's what we're doing a lot of times with our gifts and talents. With our yes. Oh, thank you, King. Thank you. So yeah, I will put something on my plate, and it's just like I can't eat all this. And now nobody's saying, well, you got to eat it, but somebody's saying, well, yeah, look. Metaphorically speaking, So comments. I'm not sure. Okay, she said I'm going in, and that's why I stopped the video. Thank you for letting me know. Well, let's see if that works better. Let me know. Give me it was lagging. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me okay? I don't want you guys to miss this message. So we'll go on. Thank you, Queen Sister, for letting me know that. I'm going in and out. Okay. Yeah. I feel some of the stuff. Let's see if that doesn't help. We'll get through this really quickly because I hate that. Okay. July, it's about pursuing what sets your soul on fire. Okay, that was the last. Also fuels creativity. Art, work, or relationships, this passion can reignite your joy and purpose. So I do want to ask you all, and you all know, if you know me, you know I'm big on freedom, right? So my question is, but do you have any goals you used to do? You know, maybe a hobby, something that I love dancing. I love writing, creative writing. I might get a little dance in here and there, you know, in my private time. It is very freeing for me. It's liberating for me. It's my peace. It helps me something deeper, you know, from the inside out. And that's something that I've not done myself from the very gifts that I have for myself. It's something that I've not done because it's just been busy a lot. And it's no excuse because I'm busy lacking progress. Okay. It's better though. Cancers are cool most. Let's see. Yes, it's the energy. Yep. It's electric. Yes. The energy is electric in the universe. Yes. Okay. I'm going to see if I stop sharing this, if it works better. Okay. Thank you for sharing your comments. Yeah, it's lagging. Okay. So reading on. Where are we at? Gratitude for blessings and harvests. And you know what? Yeah, you guys are gonna have to go back and read this for yourself because I know it's been choppy and I've been all over the place. I've been trying to comment, but I've been all over the place. So I want you all to read this article for yourself and dive deep description. And it's under meaningfulspirits.com. So number 7, gratitude for blessings and harvests. July is a reminder to pause and express gratitude for blessings in your life. Just as farmers give thanks for their midsummer harvest, this is a time to reflect on the abundance in your personal and spiritual life. Gratitude is a powerful spiritual practice that amplifies positivity and attracts more blessings around you, creates a sense of fulfillment and joy. When we're talking about blessings, okay, so as you all have heard, I've spirituality. I've not said religion. I've said spirituality, okay, and tapping into your inner self and the here it is. The energy is electric in the universe. This is that's what that is. When you speak positive things out into the universe, you create blessings. Just like when you speak negativity curses, and it sounds like a religious thing or a dark, light thing, but it's science. When I say curses and blessings, I mean just that. When you say negative things about people, when you put people's names in your mouth in a negative way, if people are not aware of self-protection, I'll say it like that, on a spiritual level, you can allow people to speak things into your life that can be detrimental, and all because you're not in tune with what's going on around you. You accept, you fall victim. I don't want to say victim, but you fall into a situation where you've allowed someone else's words and express thoughts to dictate where you are in life. And that is a very true thing. If you don't believe me, ask an adult that did well a whole lot of years in their life, and somebody came and told them that you are nothing, you'll never be nothing, and it'll shatter somebody's life in a heartbeat. Do it to a child, and one person can tell a child they'll never be nothing, and everyone else can praise that child, and that never be nothing will stick with them. Okay, think about the words that you put out, good and bad, positive and negative. Okay, so when we're talking about gratitude, you have to do it with your whole heart. You have to do it with intention. I know sometimes I'll get to complaining and I'll say, but I'm grateful, and my husband's looking like, yeah, you liar, kind of thing. And it's nothing worse than lying to yourself. Now we can talk to ourselves, we can encourage ourselves, even in the midst of, but when good and darn well you lying to yourself, there's every circumstance. If you feel like you want to open your mouth and get negative, find something to be grateful for. Okay. Where are we at? This is a time to honor the point. Okay. So if you don't feel like you've made the mark right now and you're still struggling, you're asking yourself, well, why is it taking so long? Why has it got to be this hard? Why haven't I gotten this yet? Just keep going. That dedication is going to get you there. That resilience is going to get you there. Okay. And what you reap is what you sow nourishing. When there's an abundance of it, you'll have more on you. So keep going through that process and do it with gratitude. Gratitude helps you appreciate the journey, not just a destination. I can take my family to Disney World, Disneyland, whatever, and then you don't think about the fact that you don't think about the fact that there's a layover on the plane. Somebody's baby's crying on the plane and threw up, whatever's going on. Got the wrong hotel. It's a process. Think about the destination you want to get to. Make sure that you can afford the process. Okay. All inclusive. Okay. But focus on gratitude in July. You deepen your connection with the present moment. This moment, this simple act nurtures a sentence. Okay. Is that making sense, everybody? To look towards the future, we got to be in the present. Hang on. It says I'm still breaking up. Okay. We're going to get ready in this. I'm going to share a couple other things. I don't like how this is going. And I don't like wasting my time or you guys's. So we're going to get ready in this. And it's not going to let me. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get ready in this because I think I'm getting stuck. Let me see if I can find this on my phone so I don't have to keep going back and forth on my computer. I'm grateful though that you all are here. How about that? I am very grateful. I'm grateful to be able to have this conversation with you all because it really is time for us to grow and evolve. And so much is going on, like I said, and there is no need for us to be stuck on this. Okay. I thought I sent this to myself, but I did not. Oh, I sent it to Queen Edith. I'll send it. Let me see. I'm sorry, yeah, I'm talking to myself. I'm looking for this this article so I don't have to keep going on my computer because I don't know if it's making it lag as well. So, okay. Any thoughts so far? Yes, King. We'll talk. I will give you a call right after this. Okay, where are we at? 7. Woo, technology. Okay, so let's finish this up. We're almost at the hour mark. Divine wisdom. Let's talk about divine wisdom and the symbolism of. We already said that it is the number of completion. Is often associated with intuition, mysticism, and divine understanding. So dive deeper into spiritual wisdom. Okay, I know that again the conversation about religion versus spirituality can be tricky, but take some time to dive into truth, spirit and truth. Okay, and find yourself and find the answers that you're looking for you. A lot of us don't do our research and don't dive in deeper. We just like to be told something. That's why this conversation is in the article is in the description, so you all can read through this and just kind of dissect it on your own, outside of the interruptions and the poor signal. Okay. I'm gonna just skim through the rest of these because harmony and balance in seasonal transition. July bridges the vibrancy of summer with the preparation of autumn, symbolizing balance. Spiritually, this reflects the need to find harmony between enjoying the present and planning for the future. That's what I was just starting to talk about. So we have to have a balance. And that's something that I am working on right now. I'm just going to be honest, my king, I've been so busy. I've chosen to spend my time unwisely. And my time has been spent advocating for the people, especially my patients as a nurse. But I have to balance out my home. I had to balance out my marriage as priority. Okay. And a lot of us don't want to be honest about balancing. We make things look good, but a lot of us are struggling trying to find a balance. So I encourage you all to find a balance that works for you and your life. The things that define your life, okay, and define who you are. Are you allowing room for celebration while staying aligned with your goals? A lot of times we're so hard on ourselves, we don't even celebrate our wins, but we'll beat up on ourselves for our shortcomings. So just think about that. Reward yourself, love on yourself, acknowledge yourself, okay? The transitional nature of July reminds you to stay grounded during periods of change. It's about finding stability amid life's shifts and maintaining a sense of peace. I'm here to tell you all right now that if you're going through something, we are all going through something. We're not all going through the same thing. And even if we're going through the same thing, it's different for you. It's different for me. It's individualized. Okay? We're all going through something. It's called life. Life is not a respecter of persons. The universe is not a respecter of persons. Nature is not a respecter of persons. So if you are in this rut and you feel like life is unfair, life is not on your side, the win is not on your side, success is not for you, get out of that. Okay? Someone's going through, and when you see people that have made it and they look like they got their stuff together, I guarantee you there are so many layers behind that. Okay. So focus on some harmony and some peace and some balance in your life. And it might look greener on the other side, but somebody's got to tend to that yard, right? Somebody tends to that that garden. So if it looks green, it's because somebody put the work in. Okay. So don't go over to somebody else's yard because your grass is brown, thinking you can do whatever. And, because that looks nice. If they gave it to you, you wouldn't take care of it. It started to look like your grass. It's about what you put into something. Okay. So if the grass looks green on the other side, it's because somebody's done the work. Okay. I don't know if nobody's ever cut grass before. It's a task. Cutting grass in July and August. It's hot out there. Okay. It's a task. Watering that grass, trimming them trees. It's a task. It just doesn't look like that just because. Okay. So keep that in mind. Number 10, exploration of identity and authentic living. This is a call to embrace who you truly are and live boldly. Who are you? Well, she used to be like this. She did this, he did that. So he can't be this person now. He can't be great now because when we were in school, when we were growing up, when we worked together, he used to be like this. She used to be like that. Oh, they can't be doing good now. They were doing bad last time I saw them. See? And we don't want to shine our light when somebody is there to dim it. You can't dim the sun. Okay? It can be sun. The sun can be shining when it's raining. Okay? You can't dim the sun. Can't let people dim your light. Okay? Let me see. Connection to the sun and inner light. I'm not going to read the rest of these. Acts of generosity and spiritual growth. So just a couple of things. I'm not going to read them all because we're almost out of time. And I know this is so choppy and I'm so frustrated by it. So again, go to either the Facebook page, the Peak Wellness Hour Facebook page, and you can look at this article. Or you can drop down in the description here and you can look at this article. Okay. Also, I'm in there. If you look in the description, and on, I'm not going to change it. And on the Facebook page, we do have another Gaia film for you. So go check that out. I'm not going to play it. I'm not even going to touch the screen because I'm scared it's going to go out. But you got 3 days to watch the Gaia film. What is it? Which one did I do? It's something about healing. I can't remember. I don't want to mess with this tab, you guys. But it's something about healing. So check that out. Click the link. You got 3 days to watch it for free. I do pay for Gaia as a awesome network full of information. So if you're paying for Netflix and Hulu and Prime and all that stuff, and you're getting nothing as far as growth and knowledge and wisdom, consider checking out Gaia. I think it's maybe $10.99, maybe $10 a month, maybe. Great content. You will not be disappointed. They do give you, I think, 7-day free trial, and you can look through that stuff. But that's why I share these videos with you all so that you can see what they have to offer and check that out. Okay. So keep that in mind. I'm going to get on camera real quick and tell you guys bye. See, my camera's acting janky. Okay. So hope you all have a great day. Thank you for joining us. This broadcast was brought to you in part by Clearest Conscious Holistic Lifestyle Coaching. You all check that out. Got a lot of things going on over there on that website, on my website, which we promote empowerment through acknowledgement, accountability, and integrity. And then also by way of Peak Homecare Associates, of course. Queen Edith's not here, our CEO and founder of Peak Homecare Associates, but we do service the Noblesville, Indiana area and surrounding areas. If you're in Indiana and you do need non-medical home care, we are here for that. So check that out. The number is on the screen. The emails on the screen, peakhomecareassociates.com. If you need more information, if you have a question about something related to providing care for your senior loved ones or anyone with the developmental disability, Queen Eve's the one to call. Okay. Other than that, I thank you for being here. I'm going to get off of here because I've been very frustrated with this internet and I can't take it anymore. But I do thank you all for joining in. We'll have a great conversation next week. Let me know what you all want to talk about. Like comments, even after it's done. make sure you let me know what you guys, let us know what you want to talk about. Hopefully King Shang will be back with us next week or whatnot. Queen Edith will be here. I will be here. That is the plan. So until next time, I do wish you all peace, love, and blessings. I'm so sorry for the interruptions on this broadcast. But again, the information is there for you. Check out the Gaia video. If you all need that video after Tuesday, just shoot me let me know. Okay. Get a hold of me, let me know. You can always reach me at Clearest Conscience at gmail HOC@gmail.com. So with that being said, we're gonna get off of here. This lag is driving me crazy. I can't take it no more. I do wish you all peace, love, and blessings. Until next time, you've been tuned into the Peak Wellness Hour. Grateful for the conversation, not so grateful for the internet connection, but it's okay. In all things, we give thanks, and we'll see you next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, live or on replay. Until then, take care.